Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm not only a realtor, but I love to cook. So I thought I would invite you so I can show you what I'm making this week. Usually every Sunday or Monday I try to do a little treat for the week. I eat predominantly keto friendly, so this week we're gonna do these keto cinnamon rolls. So I was kind of craving cinnamon rolls, so that's what we're gonna do. So stay tuned. All right, so the very first thing is we are going to preheat the oven because before we even start anything, we want to make sure that our oven is starting. So we're going to preheat that. And then I like to get everything that I need prepared. So here's my pan, my baking pan that I'm going to use, the 2 mixing bowls, some parchment paper, and then I've got all the ingredients lined up. This is for the dough. So we've got 2 cups of almond flour, we've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of granulated sweetener, we've got 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 large eggs. So that is your dough, everybody. For the filling, for the cinnamon, obviously we have cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of that, 1/3 cup of melted butter, and here is a brown sugar substitute. It's a Swerve substitute, and I will also put that in the comments. For the frosting, we've got 2 cups of powdered sugar substitute, also Swerve, and we've got 4 ounces of cream cheese, half a cup of butter, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk or cream, which is what I've used here. So let's put it together. Okay, so for the first part of this, in a small bowl, we're gonna whisk together the almond flour. So we'll put in the almond flour. We're also gonna whisk in the baking powder. So we'll put the baking powder in. We are also adding the sugar, which is right here. So we're just gonna give that a whisk and move on to the next step. Okay, we've got that all whisked together and nicely incorporated, and now we're gonna move on to the next bowl where we're gonna work on the wet ingredients. So we're gonna combine the mozzarella cheese, the cream cheese. Okay, so we've got the cream cheese and the mozzarella, and we're going to microwave that in 20-second intervals until it's melted together. And I'll show you in a moment what that looks like. Your mozzarella and your cream cheese should be mixed really well and heated all the way through. Now we're gonna add the eggs and the mozzarella to the flour mixture. Okay, we'll put our mixer on, lock it. Make some keto dough, everybody. Okay everyone, this is what your dough should look like. And now we're gonna scoop it out onto the parchment paper to roll out into a flat surface so we can put on the toppings and roll it into a tube-like form. So I will show you that next. Okay, once you've got your dough on the parchment paper, you can kind of let it cool down a little bit. It's way easier to work with and it becomes more of a dough-like format. As it cools down because the cheese has been warmed. So you want to get another piece of parchment paper to lay on top so it doesn't stick, and then use your rolling pin to roll it out. Okay, once you've got it rolled out, not too thin because you want to be able to peel it off of the paper and roll it after you put your filling on. We're going to now go over and work on our filling with the cinnamon, the brown sugar, and the butter. So let's mix that up and spread it on. All right, so we're gonna put our filling on. You're gonna start spreading on the butter that you had set aside, and you wanna be pretty generous with it because you have quite a bit. In fact, you might even just kind of pour it on and then spread it around. Okay, so then we can sprinkle on the cinnamon. And then the brown sugar. Now you're going to use the parchment paper to help you to push it, to roll it up so that it looks somewhat like this. And then you're going to make slices. You're going to slice them into about 12 of these rolls. So relatively thick. You don't want to do these too thin. And then you're going to place them in the baking pan. Okay, so we've got those in there. I like to use a silicone tray or a silicone baking pan just because it's easier to get them out. And then I use a tray underneath. So we're gonna pop those in the oven. And the time that you're gonna have them in there is about 20 to 25 minutes. But basically you wanna watch them based on the heat of your oven. Okay, your frosting will come out like this. If you prefer thinner frosting, then you could definitely add a little bit more cream if you want to it. I like mine a little bit thicker, so I will probably leave it like this, but it's a matter of preference. All right, here is the final product before we put on our yummy frosting and eat one. I'm just making coffee right now to enjoy it.